Before this video starts, I want you to look at one of the worst no calls in the history of basketball.
I thought you were accurate. Baldwin takes a three. No travel call. My goodness. 3D.
Take a moment to stop what you're doing and look at this box score. This stat sheet is from the Clippers vs Bucks Summer League game where the Clippers beat the Bucks 106-91. And more importantly, I want you to take a look at number 25 Markquis Nowell's stats. And he would be the first to tell you that these aren't good stats. 1 for 8 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3, 2 turnovers as a point guard, and only 5 points in 24 minutes. But there's one stat that doesn't make much sense, and it's the plus minus. Not only did Markquis have a plus minus of 12, meaning the Bucks were 12 points better than the Clippers when he was on the court, but no other player on the Bucks is a positive in this category, despite many other players like Chris Livingston, Pete Nance, and Andre Jackson Jr. having much better stats. So let's dive into the film and see how impacting a game goes beyond the stat sheet. This play was the first opportunity of the game where Nowell had to make an impact, and that he does. After the missed shot by Jordan Miller, he's doing a dance so Pete Nance can get him the ball so he can run the offense. Coming off the pick and roll, he makes a very simple read and kicks it out for Chris Livingston to bury a 3. Now on the surface, this may seem very easy to do, but let me show you why it's not. The reason Pat Baldwin Jr. blitzed Nowell and tried to get the steal is because his eyes are looking the complete opposite way. So not only does he have the presence of mind and feel for the game to sense that Pat Baldwin is coming, but then he uses a jump stop, which is critical. Pat Baldwin is over a foot taller than Nowell, so if Nowell tries to make this pass off 1 foot, the likelihood that it can get around Pat Baldwin is close to 0. The very next possession in the game, Nowell makes a play that won't show up in the stat sheet. He beats Pat Baldwin for the rebound, and in a 2-on-1 situation, even with the poor spacing, he makes the right read that leads to free throws. Immediately after Markquis makes the 2 free throws, Nowell again impacts winning by picking up Xavier Simpson full court. He fights over 2 screens in the backcourt, and then when Simpson crosses half court, he then again fights over another screen to not let Simpson create an advantage. Then at the end of the shot clock, Simpson tries to go to work on Nowell, which leads to him slipping and falling down, leading to a Bucks layup. Fast forward to the very next Bucks possession, he catches Xavier Simpson with his hand in the cookie jar, leading to 3 free throws in which he makes 2. Now let's just recap the first minute and a half Nowell has been in the game. He's only put up 2 points, 1 assist, and 1 rebound, but thanks to his ability to impact each possession in a unique way, the Bucks have outscored the Clippers 9-0 in that minute and a half. Fast forward to the 3-minute mark, and the Clippers run a good baseline out of bounds set to beat the Bucks zone, but they just end up missing the layup. Off the missed layup, Nowell gets the ball in transition and makes a great pass to Andre Jackson Jr., who kicks it out for the wide open 3. Now the reason Andre Jackson Jr. got so open is because of a slight trick from Nowell. The first thing he does when he catches the ball is look up court, and he sees that Andre Jackson Jr. has a step on the smaller Xavier Simpson. He also sees that Xavier Simpson is looking right at him, so he makes a motion to Markquis thinking that he's gonna get the ball. Nowell waits until Xavier Simpson flips his hips and starts backpedaling to make the pass to Jackson Jr., and that collapses the defense, which leads to an open 3. Now we're at under a minute left in the first quarter, and when Nowell sets up this double stagger screen and he sees his defender flip his footwork, he knows it's
chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert.
So he does this little jump to freeze his defender and attacks the top foot, and unfortunately he misses the layup. But when you're a guard, you just gotta get the ball to the rim and then allow your big man to make a play. So although this is a layup that Nowell should make, this play created by him still led to free throws. The Bucks capped off that quarter up 27-26, and in a lot of these clips, they looked like the much better team. So how did they lose by 15 points? It's because of possessions like this. Wade Taylor is now in the game for Nowell, and off the John Polokidis missed 3, Andre Jackson gets the rebound. And the difference between Wade Taylor and Nowell is Wade Taylor isn't demanding the ball to run the offense in the same manner that Nowell was. But that's because Andre Jackson Jr. is a capable ball handler, so as he gets the rebound and pushes it, he changes direction 95 times, and I guess all that change of direction made him dizzy as he throws the ball directly to Steve Ballmer, who is not a basketball player. Immediately after that turnover, Nowell is put back into the game to run the offense, and his effect is felt in the very first possession. As he gives the ball to Pete Nance, he points to the opposite side of the court to tell them to run zoom action. That action fails to develop, so as Nowell catches it on the reset, he gets 2 feet in the paint and makes a simple kick out for a wide open 3. Now, you may not have noticed it, but it's these small details that have allowed Nowell to play in the NBA at 5'7". When he gets into the paint, not only does he jump stop to play off 2 feet, but he stares at Pete Nance to freeze this defender. If he was looking at the wing the entire time, this defender would be able to cheat, and this big man would be able to guard both of them. But because Nowell is so elite at misdirection, it allows a wide open shot. Nowell's court presence is one of the best in the world. Off the turnover, when he's looking up for the outlet pass, he's already scanning the court to see where the guys are. So when he catches the pass, he just has to look straight ahead for the no-look dump-off pass for a wide open dunk. I mean, this stuff is just beautiful to watch. As Nowell catches the ball on the wing, he senses Cam Christie jump to try to get over the screen, so he rejects it. Then he gets in the lane and makes a beautiful dump-off pass to Chris Livingston for a dunk. But if you watch the film back, I don't think he ever looked at Chris Livingston once. My favorite part about this play is how frozen Nowell had this defender. If he looked in either direction, that defender would have shifted there, but since he looked somewhere completely else, this defender got caught in quicksand. The next time the Bucks have the ball, Nowell is on the bench, and the difference is just night and day. Chris Livingston gets pressured all the way by the hash and starts spamming dribble combos like I used to in 2K20. Then he gives the ball to Pete Nance, and I'll let this possession speak for itself. These last 40 seconds were just awful to watch. First, it starts with Xavier Simpson getting a line drive to the basket against Chris Livingston. Then off the made basket, for whatever reason, we have Pete Nance the point guard, and when Chris Livingston finally accepts the ball handling responsibilities, he hands the ball right to the Clippers and they get a free 5 points going into the half. And these Chris Livingston struggles continue throughout the second half. To start the second half, he again relegates the ball handling duties to Pete Nance, and then when he runs the pick and roll again, he loses the ball once, gets it back, and gets stripped immediately after recovering it. And just like that, the Clippers have opened up an 8-point lead. Because of his struggles, he gets benched early in the half for Markquis Nowell, and that difference is immediately felt. Nowell has the mismatch he wants, so he tells everyone to clear out, he attacks the top foot, and just makes a ridiculous dime. His ability to manipulate defenders is so insane. Xavier Simpson is tagging Pete Nance, but because Nowell stares at the corner the entire possession, Xavier Simpson thinks the pass is going to the corner, but that's when Nowell throws an absolute bullet right to Pete Nance and he's wide open for a layup. These possessions by Nowell are starting to look identical. Yet again, that defender cheats for the screen, so he rejects it, attacking the top foot, and this time he just makes a ridiculous no-look lob, but it's crazier than what you think. This is bad defense by the Clippers. Trenton Flowers is the tag man, so as Pete Nance rolls, he does a good job by tagging. But Nowell's ability to manipulate him gets him all the way out of position, and then Cam Christie doesn't rotate down, so this lob was just guaranteed to happen. We see Nowell take advantage of the mismatch yet again, as when the Yannick Conan Niederhauser reaches, he just attacks that top foot to get downhill. And Nowell started to get in that zone, and when a player of his caliber gets in a zone, he starts doing stuff like this.
Special NCAA tournament runs, the step back,
Possessions like this show why Nowell is a professional basketball player at 5'7". First, he makes this connecting pass to the corner, and although it might not seem that critical, if this is a pass fake or if Nowell holds the ball, that allows the defense to get reset and the advantage to be gone. He then wins his closeout and gets 2 feet in the paint, and he makes a pass so unpredictable, Chris Livingston isn't ready for it, but he was able to pick it up and still get the and one. Now this possession was something interesting that I picked up on when I was at the game. As Nowell gets switched onto the big, you see Markquis wanting to scram switch, but Nowell isn't going out to the perimeter. That forces Markquis to make a long closeout and he fouls John Polakidis. Immediately after that whistle, you see Markquis and Nowell talking to each other, with Markquis telling Nowell, "You go scram, I'll take the big on that mismatch." In the same defensive possession, the exact same situation happens, but this time Nowell scrams to the corner and closes out just enough to cause the miss from Pat Baldwin Jr. And here's your reminder that not all turnovers are created equally. Nowell again beats Cam Christie and hits a cutting Livingston, who just drops the ball. If Livingston catches this ball, Nowell has 1 less turnover and 1 more assist. And with this play wrapping up the third quarter, you might be really confused how the Clippers won by 15 while being down 1 entering the fourth quarter. Well, let me introduce to you what I like to call the noelless minutes. In just about 5 minutes, the Clippers outscored the Bucks by 18 points before Nowell got back into the game. But when Nowell gets back into the game for the Bucks, he makes everything so simple. What I'm about to show you is multiple clips of him getting 2 feet in the paint and kicking the ball out. That's all you need to do sometimes. And don't think Nowell is a slouch on defense because he's 5'7". That man is strong. Cam Christie can't get position on him, which leads to a turnover and a run out. Then Chris Livingston gets a steal, and again, it's a quick decision from Nowell that allows Pete Nance to get a wide open 3, and the lead is cut to 9 just like that. The Bucks were still in the game until this Cormac Ryan turnover allowed the Clippers to get up 12 with less than 90 seconds left. And it's only fitting that this half-court shot by Nowell made his stats a little worse as the Bucks capped off a 15-point loss. So if you made it this far, you are the GOAT. I love all of y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.